Oh, what a wonderful moment you are going to have at the beginning of this week, my gorgeous Sagittarini. What a wonderful moment you are going to have. There is something gonna get back to you. Okay, there is some kind of a good that is actually going to come back to you. This is such a powerful moment of karma. In fact, one of the most powerful moment of karma you've ever had in your entire life, my gorgeous Sagittarini. You need to trust me, because bless your heart, it looks like you were like a really huge massive role in not only one person's life, but more than one person's here. More than one person was involved in this, where you were playing like a really powerful and really special and a really specific role. You have given so much of your energy away. You made a tremendous effort in order to help somebody or a few different people. You did not even realize that you were doing it at the time. Bless your heart. So all this was preparing you for this moment in time. Trust me, you will know when I say what exactly I'm talking about here. So the beginning of this week, my gorgeous Sagittarini, it's also bringing the good that is gonna come back to you, and this is gonna happen really unexpectedly, but then again at the same time it's gonna really create such a good moment where you're gonna realize like that now it's time to stand up for what you believe, okay? Because this is going to give you confidence, and now you're gonna realize that now it's also time to challenge somebody who is in power. But it's also time when you're gonna need to understand and realize that you have to choose your battles really wisely indeed. What is actually gonna happen a couple of days after that moment in time, listen, you're gonna have these epiphanies. Because this is spiritually going to reflect on you so much. Intuitively, it's gonna be reflecting on you so much, where you are gonna start seeing things like in a slightly different light here, and that in itself is gonna lead towards you having a really mind-blowing epiphanies at around the beginning of this week, which are gonna lead towards magical opportunities. But these epiphanies are going to happen every single time when you go into this mode of planning, because this is gonna all open you up so beautifully, and it's going to have an impact on you where you're gonna start planning for your future. But it's to do with you also returning to some kind of plan that you've left behind. Now it is all going to make sense to you, some kind of a plan that you left behind, something that you were so ridiculously passionate about. Indeed, it's going to be absolutely obvious. Why did you have to maybe ignore this for the certain amount of time? Because karmically you had to deal with other things which are going to become absolutely obvious here indeed. So now, my gorgeous Sagittarini, so these epiphanies, brilliant epiphanies that you are going to have, they're going to happen at a time when you kind of find yourself in this very sacred mode when it comes to planning, something, when it comes to your future, when it comes to planning for the long term indeed, because this is the direct result of from your past choices. So this is why this is all going to be so connected, but it's also going to lead towards you wanting to really learn something more about something. So you are going to this is going to lead towards you coming across something that you want to learn, something which is going to attract you so much, like some kind of a subject or some kind of a career, which is going to be again almost impossible to ignore, but it's going to require from you to go back to the certain point or the certain aspect of your life. Okay, very important to mention indeed, and it's very important to mention indeed to pay attention to detail, so this doesn't have to happen again. this is gonna lead, towards you like doing the right thing, especially when it comes to you embracing your own uniqueness. You will clearly understand where the power is and what do you need to take on the next level of your spiritual journey here. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, I mean, this is brilliant. You are going to make a really, really wise choice here. And you know what this wise choice is going to be? It's to do with like something that was giving you the illusion, you walking away from something, moving away from something. This is the wise choice that I'm talking about. Sagittarini, this is so important because you cannot let this to drain your energy any longer. So the wise choice that you are going to make at around the midweek, it's about you moving away from something that was like giving you the illusion of enchantment, that was affecting your confidence. It was creating a lack of self-confidence on so many different levels, and it was making you feel helpless when you shouldn't have felt helpless whatsoever, because it was making you feel like you're afraid to take action. So it was making you afraid to like take responsibility, for your life, and it was also like kind of like creating this, messing up your energy, where you didn't even realize that it's also like kind of, you need to bring a little bit more balance and fun into your life. And this is brilliant because at the same time, this is actually the moment in time you realize, what, I need to bring more balance and fun into my life, at that moment in time, you're gonna realize that, you've been thinking maybe a little bit negatively lately, and this negativity was kind of like a really kind of manifesting like into real challenges, and now you're gonna snap out of it, which is ever so important. This marks, my gorgeous Sagittarini, the end of a challenging times for you, and things are about to start looking up for you after this moment in time, because now you are finding your way to a peaceful place here. And also at the same time, this is also marking the end of some kind of sadness and some kind of depression as well. My goodness, because after this moment in time, you are going to realize again how much more energy you have, and this is going to be a clear sign and indication that something was affecting you so much psychologically and spiritually, that if you've kind of left this hanging on for like a little bit longer, it would even start affecting you physically. So this is why it's just so important to snap out of this indeed. By the time you get to the last part of this week, this is fantastic, my gorgeous Sagittarini, because you are really going to become aware. You're going to feel so excited, like super excited, because you are going to become aware of some certain things, like certain events which are going to require immediate action. And now it's time to trust your instincts in order to stay focused, because this in itself, it's also bringing somebody very, very special and very beautiful into your life, someone extremely wise who you're gonna get so much insight from, but that person is gonna get an equal insight from you as well. When you meet this person, you're gonna feel like you knew this person all your life. This is because this was all meant to happen indeed. So as soon as you become aware of these events that are going to require immediate action, what you need to remember that your logic, to be logical and logic and organization are most certainly going to increase your success here. You need to take a charge of this situation indeed, but you can only do this by accepting a leadership role especially when it comes to structure and discipline. Indeed, this is by you understanding that you need to accept a leadership role. This is not a situation where you go to check this again with someone, to go to ask for an advice or anything like that. Everything here literally need to comes from you. Trust me, in as little as 4 months time, you are going to have a giant, huge, massive, enormous reason to celebrate, because what is this actually going to do to your life? And also, my gorgeous Sagittarini, one more thing, you need to pay attention to what is causing this addiction. There is some kind of addiction that you have, and I don't need to tell you like, oh, what what this is, because at around the end of this week, that addiction, it's going to be obvious. You need to do something about it. And you becoming aware of what exactly you are addicted to on such a level, it's also a sign that you will be able to deal with it much sooner and much easier than you can possibly imagine. It's a good sign indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Sagittarini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. I love you. Bye.